Continuing from whatever we were doing, okay, we could not meet today at 9 o'clock in the morning because I had another class today, so I just could not. Saurav, can you please unmute mute yourself so that it is not disturbing the class? Thank you so much. Okay, so 9 o'clock I could not do today because I had another class. Okay, so when I tried to fit in your class in the schedule, so I thought evening would be the best time because the other teachers would not be taking classes. So that is why I started off at 4:30. Okay, so now I think you people have been checking your classroom. Okay, the things that are streamed there. I have streamed the syllabus also there. Where many of the students were asking about the syllabus. Actually, for the syllabus, you need to go to the NB website, go into the Department of English, and see the AECC syllabus there. Okay, but alternatively, many of the students said they cannot find syllabus there. So alternatively, I have posted it. I've streamed it in your section, stream section. So I hope you've got all of your syllabus now as well. And in the class section, wait, in the classroom section, we have already completed, and I have uploaded the letter writing and the comprehension part. Okay, letter writing. I've uploaded two of the uploads where one it is much more of a detailed guide, and the other one is the NCRT. Okay, so both of the guides together will make you understand the art of letter writing much more better. Okay, in the detailed letter writing guide, there you have various types of letters that you would be writing. The business letters, the letters to the editor, various kind of formal letters, also informal letters where uh, formal information is needed. So all of these things are there. Okay, where to write the date, where to write the address, the sender's address, the receiver's address. Okay, so you go through that detailed resume, letter writing guide, and from there, I think the particular upload gives you a variety of letter writing. Like and the sender's names, like where should it be placed at the top left hand corner. All of these things are given. The date should be written below the address of the sender. Okay, so it is clearly written there. You just have to follow uh, the points. There's a subject, the salutations, the body of the letter. Okay, complimentary close, how to close, asking me where should we write to yours faithfully and yours sincerely and yours truly. So that all of these things are there. Okay, in the various business letters or the various letters to the editor or other official letters that are highlighted in that particular upload. Okay, even uh, like letters to the sales manager, and all of these things are there. So you just look into that particular kind of formats, and whichever environment you are in. Okay, so that means like whichever environment that you're writing to, either it is you are writing to the municipality corporation, or you are writing to the college authorities. Okay, or you're writing to the electricity department, whichever environment you are. Okay, you just need to change the body, and the structure remains the same of all the formal letters. Okay, even for the informal letter, there's a kind of a particular structure. It is only the language and the the content that is informal. Okay, the presentation is quite formal in your informal letters as well, where you have to write your address, where you have to write your friend's name, yeah, and a particular kind of a salutation and the closing lines are followed. So all of these things are taken care of whenever we write a letter. We just do not write a letter or a composition or a short story. There is a particular format we follow, and all of these formats are there in that particular upload. Okay. Letters to the editor is also there. So job applications are there. This is very important. The job application part where after your college days, you would be writing to various companies, to various colleges, universities. So that time you need to follow a particular standard kind of a structure, and that is and yeah. So now in that part, the end part is about biodata. Okay, now biodata is generally an archaic term that is used for whatever data you want to give to your employee. Okay, biodata actually is the biological data that you have, whether you're married or you're not married, whether you're male or female, and your height, weight, all of these things come. Now, in the modern part, the modern name for biodata is curriculum vitae, and I think that is, and in that section, in that curriculum vitae writing um, section, there is a particular section which is dedicated towards the biodata, which is known as the personal information section. Your father's name, mother's name, date of birth, your sex orientation, your marital status, your permanent addresses. Okay, so all of these things you write in that particular section. And before that, whatever we write, we would be discussing a little bit in our class today. Okay, because today we would be discussing about the curriculum vitae, CV, and the resume. Okay. Now coming back to letter writing, the other part, the NCERT part, is that particular upload talks about the framework of a formal letter writing and the informal letter writing. Okay, so if the letter writing guide gives you the structure of what to write, the content of what to write, the NCERT gives you the formation. Okay, how to form a particular letter, formal, be it a formal letter or an informal letter. Okay, so both of these approach together when you go along with whatever discussions we've had in class. I'm pretty sure you'll understand the art of letter writing. Okay, now moving on to the next topic in our syllabus, which is CV writing and resume writing. How many people now? I would just ask the class about their general understanding of a CV and a resume. So whenever you see this word CV or resume, what comes into your mind? Anyone can answer. So there's no need to worry about being wrong, right?
In
The main
CV, we write, yes, in CV, we write personal career qualification and education.
okay, personal qualification and personal qualification about
So
education.
CV
I had
contains details about the education, professional careers, achievements, and etc.
Okay, so the general understanding of the class is like what I can figure out from the answers is that whenever we think about a CV or whenever we come across the word CV or resume, uh, it it directly takes us to the world of jobs and applications and applying for things and all of these things work. Okay, and it is a platform where you describe yourself to the recruiter. Okay, now since you already have the general framework of of a CV and a resume, if I can ask the class and if you could answer, then it would let me know how much of the understanding you have. Okay, so if I have to ask you, what is the difference between a CV and a resume? What would come to your mind? What is the difference between a CV and a resume?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sister.
So CV has no length limit, but resume has.
Okay, okay. No, anything added to that?
So CV details the whole course of candidates or academic career, but on the other hand, resume summarizes the skills and work experiences.
Hmm. So, yeah, so maybe you've read a little bit on what a CV and a resume is, okay? So, whatever sister is saying, it is quite 70 to 80% correct, okay? And added to that, how we can differentiate between a CV and a resume is CV is much more related towards the academic career, okay? Like Shista was saying. You keep on doing your MA, then your MPhil, then your PhD, and your postdoc. So there, you write about your achievements, okay, about the awards that you were conferred, about the papers that you presented, the contributions that you made to your academic career. Everything is written there. And why it is more detailed is because whenever you're writing a CV in a academic circle, it goes to a person who understand actually what you are writing. Okay, so uh, in an academic circle, if your CV is going to someone, an associate professor, and he's looking into your CV, then he understands that okay, this person has presented a paper on Shakespeare and theater, okay, and he exactly understands what is there, what was the highlights of the presentations. Okay, so whenever you are writing the point of presenting a paper in your CV, then you also write about the main point of discussion there. What was it, and what was your role? That were you the paper presenter, or you were in a group who presented the paper? Okay, what was the topic, and maybe also vague things like what led you to actually believe in that topic. Okay, so you can write uh, more about yourself in a much more detailed manner. In fact, curriculum vitae itself means a course of life, right? So whatever different things that the vital parts, vitae, the vital things that you want to address, that you want a recruiter to know, or you want that person to know about yourself, that is given in a CV. Okay, and the academic career follows the CV pattern more than the resume because there the academic circle actually needs more than just the talent. Okay, in your business environment where a resume is preferred, it is much more of a bullet points. Resume is much more of a bullet point, like what were the uh, roles that you did professionally related to that job. Okay, what was the professional trainings that you went through related to that job? So all of these things are bullet points, and if you have a particular business firm, then you are into it. Okay, they least care about okay, they least care about what thinking brought you to the company to work with them, or what is your ideology towards working, or what is your your research aptitude towards presenting a paper. Okay, so if the CV writes that you were a paper presenter and the language which is followed in the theater of Shakespeare was the interest point in that, then when you write the same thing in the resume, you would just be writing a paper presenter in maybe Oxford University. That's it. Okay, but if you write it in a CV, then a paper presenter, okay, Oxford University, full stop. Then my readings on various books on this. Led me to present this paper. So all of these things would be there, which would impress your academic mentor or anyone who is in the academic field who would understand professionally whatever you're writing. But if that comes towards your resume part, where it is about just about getting the job and filling up the posts, there it's actually your roles, your professional roles that you have done earlier, okay, due to handle a business. So for a recruiter in a resume, then the things are much more clearer to him. Okay, so the major difference is CV. It's just the environment again. Okay, that is what I focus on each of my lectures every time. Until and unless you recognize the environment, okay, your language will not change. It goes same for your writing and speaking and listening and reading skills as well. Okay, so for example, if you are supposed to speak in an environment where all the academicians are there, then your language would be very different from a language that you would follow where you have business tycoons all around. Okay, so you need to recognize the environment that you are placed in, and accordingly your language will change. So I would say it's just a change of language in accordance to the environment that you're placed in. Okay, so telling you more about yourself in a academic related environment would lead you to write down your curriculum vitae, the vital parts of your life about whatever you are doing. In academics, actually, the whole academics becomes your life. So that is why it is your course of life. Whatever you do, whatever you read, whatever inspires you, obviously uh, the substantive things that inspires you. You're not just anything that I saw a crow today early in the morning and it inspired me to read Shakespeare's Macbeth. That is a hopeless situation of writing a CV. One about the witches in Macbeth, and then maybe reading more on that on something else, some other text, and what you to finally believe and read the Hamlet a in a perspective that is quite different. Okay, so it tells the CV tells more of the research aptitude that you have in you. Okay, the more than just the bullet points which summarizes a resume. Okay, so resume is much more robotic, I would say, because that is the document after which your recruiter actually finds you useful to work with. Okay, and also because it is a non-academic they would prefer bullet points where they would just understand you through whatever professional experiences that you've had. That's it. Okay, so in a resume there is no psychological inspiration or your physical inspiration or whatever. Okay, you just write about the end products like a team leader. I was a team leader in GE for 3 years. Okay, but if that again comes to your CV part, then as a leader, okay, I researched on the theatricality of Shakespeare and subsequently applied the results that theatrical theatricality of Shakespeare. So that is what happens when the topics move from one environment to other. So as I told you earlier, it is one and the same thing. It is just the environment that is different. Okay, so that is the actual the crux on which a CV and resume it's only in summary. So whenever you are writing a resume, you just write down the summary of whatever you have achieved in your life related to the job that you are applying to. Okay, so in future, if you are applying for a non-academic jobs, there you write down your resume where you would be sticking towards your professional achievements and recognitions and trainings and things that you would be doing, okay, for in order to fulfill the requirement of the post that is posted. Okay, so after your 6 semesters, you would be having your certificates of uh, maybe your English language lab learning certificates, maybe value added course certificates. Okay, so if you are going towards a non-academic job hunt, then you would be writing about all of these things. I attended a value added course, okay, which was on this. Okay, so that would give the recruiter a fair idea of what you are doing in your college. Okay, what are the leadership qualities that you have? Now, if you write it for the academic circle, the same thing, then it would be attended the value added course, and in that I presented a paper which was entitled this. Okay, maybe business ethics. Okay, so that again would make the academicians now your it would be the recruiter as well because in an academic circle, the higher you study, the more job application, not job applications, actually you would be writing proposals and for the acceptance and the denial of proposals would lead you to go from one post to other and lead you towards successive careers in the academic circle. Okay, so so CV would be helping you a lot. Now, added to your CV and your resume, where already you people are writing things about yourself, okay, you would be having your cover letter. Okay, now cover letter is again one of the formal letters that you would be writing for your job applications. Okay, so along with the CV and the resume, if you write a cover letter, that would actually complete and give a positive reaction to for the employee who's seeking the job. Okay, so if I'm a person who's looking for a job, then I would give a CV. Okay, or maybe if I'm not, if I'm looking for a job in a non-academic circle, I'll be giving my resume. Plus, I would be giving a cover letter. Okay, where you would be covering all of the things that you have written down in your CV or your resume. Okay, so whatever things that you have gone through, have experienced, okay, you write it in a cover letter so that the recruiter reads the cover letter and gets interested in reading your CV and your resume further. Okay, so again, writing the formal letter or the cover letter, which is known as the cover letter, you again look into the letter writing part there. You would be writing the recruiter's name to the okay the post and then the subject. Okay, uh, and then you would be starting off with the letter. Okay, your address and all of these things again, the alignment and the placements are given in the letter part. So you just go through that. And what I would suggest you as a teacher is whenever you are writing down a CV and your resume, you should also have a cover letter along with your CV and your resume so that both of the documents, when it reaches the recruiter, it gives a positive it gives a positiveness, a positive attitude uh, for you to get the job. Okay. Now I would be uploading your CV and your resume PDF. Okay, and there you would exactly see the difference between uh, the academic CV and the resume. Okay, actually, I'll just present my screen and you can see. And that particular upload I would loading, I will just go through it. Okay, so can you people see my screen? Can you
Yes,
people see
sir.
my
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the particular upload that I will be sending it in the classroom. There you will be CV and the resume, so you will be having the target organization, your goals, your focus, okay, the length, the publication honors or words affiliations and references. Okay, so when you go into it, understanding your CV writing more, okay, I would like to. There's one sample CV which I have. I would just want to share that with you so that you can get a clear picture of the CV writing. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Okay, I have to look into my files. So, okay, so this is wait. Okay, I'm trying to share something with you, but I don't know. Okay, are you people able to see the screen? My screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the sample curriculum writing. Okay, so you keep your passport size photo here at this side. Okay, then you write your name, you write a contact number, email addresses. Okay, then you write down the career objective. Okay, this is needed. This is actually not needed in resume writing. Okay, you can just start off directly with the academic qualifications there. Okay, but since it is a curriculum writing, you are much more personal in that, and you are describing yourself much more in a much more detailed manner. So you write down your career objective. Okay, I'm working very hard working this that person, and I find myself very capable of filling in the post that is recently advertised in this magazine or this newspaper. Okay, and then why you write that? I find myself competent enough because that shows that you are confident enough for the job, and you are actually a person who can be relied on. Okay, so the whole point of writing down the CV and writing down your resume is to build a positive attitude for yourself,
Excuse me,
even if
sir.
okay, yes.
So can't we write academic qualification in paragraph?
No, this is not a paragraph. This is a table. Okay, so I think if you follow this table, it will be much more presentable for the recruiter. Okay, so in that academic qualification, you write the institution. Okay, you write the examination that you attended and the year. Okay, if you've got really good grades, then you can write down the grades also here. But I'm pretty sure most of the students they do not get good grades. Okay, there are only about 10% who get very good grades, so they can post about it and write down here. But in order to not have any negative impressions on the recruiter, it's better and safe not to write your percentages or whatever here. Okay, you just write the institution's name. So if it is Sujasen Mahavidyalaya, you write that. Okay, so examination would be your undergraduation, UG. Okay, so year would be your 2021, 22, whatever. Okay, then the one that you recently passed out, that is your 12 IAC or HS or CBSC. Okay, examinations, your school's name here. Your examination would be IC, ICSC, your math and English, and then again your class 10 here. Okay, so that would comprise the academic qualification. Now, as higher you go, you'll be having different academic qualifications. So there you can add up to the table here. Okay, and then after that, after you have defined your academic qualifications, then we go down to the work experiences that you've had. Okay, so if this is a CV and you're going for academic work, then you would be writing your experience related to the work. The maybe if you are applying for a linguistic position, then you would be writing your work experience related to various languages that you worked. Okay, so maybe you worked as a language expert in a language lab for about 6 months. In this work experience section. Okay, so once your academic qualification and your work experience, the vital parts of writing a CV. Okay, in your resume, most of the things are covered in both of these things. Okay, and then since this is a CV, you would be writing more about yourself. So participation in extra and co-curricular activities. Okay, so that again gives the impression of your leadership qualities, about the knowledge that you've garnered until now. Okay, the inspirations that you've got, the engagements that you are interested in. Okay, so all of these things would be coming in the participation in extra and co-curricular activities. Okay, Okay, and then after that, um, after your participation, we go on to the achievements, that is the recognitions that are conferred upon you. Okay, so be it academic or professional achievements, that you would be writing it down. Okay, again, in a bullet format, all of these things would be not in a paragraph. Okay, so all of these things, whatever we are writing, work experience, participation in extra and co-curricular activities, all of these things would be in the bullet points. Okay, but it would be a wholesome idea again. Okay, not a idea like wholesome as in I was the captain of the school football team in the year 19 in the year 2000 21. Okay, for not just so this is a much more a wholesome idea than just writing down the captain of a football team. Captaining North Bengal University in a national competition. Okay, so that is a wholesome idea. So though all of these things would be in a bullet points, all of the ideas that are there in the bullet points, it would not be left loosely with loose ends like a captain of a football team or something like that. It is just not winded up. Okay, so you need to wind up all the sentences and give a complete information to the recruiter. Okay, so all of these three sections, academic qualification describes about the main events that happened in the academic life, okay, and supporting to whatever academic qualifications you have. Accordingly, you have done. You've engaged yourself in various of the work that you underwent in particular time phases of your life. Then and also the backgrounds of all of these work experience and academic culture that you have already highlighted. There you would be giving the backgrounds of whatever extracurricular and co-curricular activities that you are always interested in, and it is because of all of these things that led you to have a academic qualification such as these and a work experience such as these. Okay, so this actually describes you in a much more wholesome manner again. Yeah, participation in extra and co-curricular activities. Now the end part, the academic and professional achievement. This is actually you are telling the recruiter that you're showing all of these things because now the recruiter will understand. Oh, okay, now the recruiter will understand. Oh, okay, he or she has this academic qualification. Okay, he or she has this work experience. He or she has been participating in all of these things, and he or she has this career objective. But what is it? What is the past experience that shows me that having all of these things matters a lot and actually makes a difference? So well, I have been conferred with so many of the achievements. I have been recognized for so many of the things that I have done professionally and academically. Okay, and until now, since I have been recognized, I think later on also, if keep working with an equal zeal and with the equal career objective in my mind, then I'm liable for more of the uh, professional and academic achievements. Okay, so after that, then the biodata we were talking about, okay, that is fitted into this part of the curriculum ID, that is the personal details, and that is what ends your curriculum ID, okay, and in that personal details you write about this is a professional detail, okay, so all of these academic professional participation in extracurricular work experience your career objective, all of these things are your professional details. Now the other section is your personal details, and in that personal details you give your name, you give your father's name, mother's name, okay, date of birth, nationality, sex, languages known, marital status, permanent address, height, weight, everything. Okay, so this is the general format of a CV. I would be posting both of these, the PDF as well as this Word document. So in your classroom, so you can keep it and you can understand. Okay, and resume writing is one and the same thing. It's just that the career objective will not be there. Your academic qualifications. Okay, so you may just give like a BA and the year. Okay, maybe the institution, if it is not a famous institution, maybe the institution also doesn't matter. Okay, and then work experience also, you give it a bullet point. Participation in extra and co-curricular activities, maybe you can delete this and write, professional exposures. Yeah. Okay, so the things that are related to your experience, to your working career. Okay, and the post that you've been applying for. Uh, that's what relates a resume more. Okay, this the curriculum vitae is more of your description. Okay, resume, you may not write all of these things. Okay, you may even just write the achievements here. Maybe this will not be there in the resume. You can just write the professional achievements that you had, the academic achievements that you had. Okay, then you go down to the personal details, and then you end it off. Okay, class, any question until now? No questions? Is it clear until now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if there are no questions, then we meet again next week, okay, with you now reading about the CV and reading about the formats and also going
So
through
one
the.
question.
Yes, Pooja.
Attendance where we are this do.
Attendance, see, your attendance, it automatically comes to my laptop. Okay, so whoever people are attending, the 37 people who are attending here, I've already downloaded your attendance as a CSV file and it is stored in my laptop. Okay, so students and most of the students, whenever I tell them, do you have any questions, this is the only question that I get. Sir, attendance, when is the next class? That is it. Okay, when I'm asking you what are the questions, what are the doubts that you have, you should be asking me, okay, so I did not understand this, or maybe so this seems interesting to me. Can we elaborate on this? Or maybe so I've read something about CV here or there. Okay, that is how we exchange ideas. Like
Excuse me, sir.
like when sister talk, wait, sister. Okay, so when in this class I've only seen sister talk about academic things, related to the teachings, the uploads that we do. Apart from that, all the other people are like, when is the next class, sir? What is the syllabus? That is it. That is the maximum responses that I get from the class. That shows that the class is really poor. You're
Next
just.
time sir, we also ask question.
Yeah, okay, so you people are not just here for the attendance. Attendance is there. It's just 5 marks for your entire thing. But for my teaching, whenever I teach, it is not the NBU that I target. Okay, NBU examinations, even if you don't attend my classes, I'm sure you people will be passing. You'll get a pass marks in that. Okay, but what I am concerned is what are you people going to do after your college days? After your college days, you can forget about commerce, you can forget about science for your entire life. But after your college, you cannot forget about letter writings and English communication and all. It will be throughout your life. And this is in the college. Whatever little time that I shared with you, I try to make you aware of all of these things around. because these are the skills that you will be needing throughout your life. Okay, so it is not that I'm shouting at you, okay, Pooja, or shouting at anyone in the class. It is just that I'm making you aware that whenever you people, it is not just for my class, even for your other teachers' class. Okay, you go through the uploads in the classroom that they make. You jot down points whenever we are sharing things with you. And then you go home, you could compare your notes with your uploads there. And then, I'm pretty sure students should come up with so many of the ideas when they are reading about all of these uploads. And these uploads are, we take time to actually look into get all of these uploads. It is not that we just randomly take it out from the web. We go to various universities, we go to various college websites, and we take out the best of. At least I do the best of upload so that you people can understand it in a very simple manner, and that can help you throughout your lives. So my target is that, dear students, okay, it is not just NBU for me. For my target for teaching you people is to make my students talented enough so that they can understand English, they can know how the different types of letters that are going on. They know how to present themselves whenever they are going for a job interview. They know what the nuances of cover letters. They know the nuances of CV. They know what resume writing is. So they know about comprehension skills. So questions on all of these things would really make the class interesting, and it would make us a notch more knowledgeable when we leave the class after 1 hour. Otherwise, we would just be talking about whenever I tell you students any questions, then the same things. Sir, attendance का क्या होगा? Sir, next class कब होगा? सर मैं तो दूसरा इंस्टीट्यूशनल आईडी से ज्वाइन नहीं किया तो कब होगा? सर एग्जाम कब होगा? The same old things. Exams and all of these things, they keep happening. All of these things keep happening. But in these classes, I think you people now are college students, no more a school going student. Where I have to tell you, ये इतना इतना पन्ना खोलो, इस किताब का ये पन्ना खोल के वो पन्ना देखो, and from there, read out this thing. That is all school stuff. In college, it is you automatically open up that panna yourself whenever the topic is going on. You understand the topics altogether and even ask questions, give your ideas. Because college is the time where you will be forming your ideas, you will be reading more of the things around. Okay? Okay, anyways, Shrestha, yes, what was the thing that you wanted
Yeah,
to say?
sure. So you had sent some PDFs. I was going through. I didn't get there is a question right related to the senior superintendent of the police about many lawless activities going in and out of the school campus. So I didn't get this point. How to write this letter, sir?
Sorry, which was this upload, Shrestha?
Sir, letter writing guidelines, sir.
The detailed one.
Yeah, sir.
And what was the thing that you did not understand in the detailed one?
I didn't get. It's written here. Write a letter to the senior superintendent of police about many lawless activities going on outside the school campus. So the format and how to write the inner participations.
That was letter to the.
It's like write a letter to the senior superintendent of police, sir.
Oh, okay. So that is again your complaint letter, right? So whenever you're writing it to the senior police inspector, or you're writing an FIR and all of these things, again, there it would come back to your um, format of writing a kind of a job application kind of thing, where you would be writing the post. Okay, so the superintendent of the police, and then the address of wherever that police station is. Okay, so Pradhan Nagar police station maybe. Then you write the subject. Okay, since it is a complaint letter, and you write your subject, loss of my mobile phone or this or that, and then you start off saying respected. So I could not find the section. Okay, Shijita, I'm looking at it, but I'm just from your description, I'm just trying to explain. So after the subject, you write down again, respected sir. Then the formalities would be coming. I then you again introduce yourself as I told you. In your formal letters, first you introduce yourself. You say that I am sister from this. Okay, and I'm writing this letter to actually tell you about the loss of my this, and then after that you would be writing the details of whatever you lost. Okay, or whatever you would be writing it in one line and then giving it in bullet points so that the authority who is reading it will, even if he doesn't read the whole letter, he will know the things that you really wanted because it is in bullet points. Okay, and then after that you write down, okay, I'm looking forward for your sympathetic approach towards this. As I told you, that your personal self should be there in the formal letter so that the person who's reading it as a kind of a soft corner for you there somehow or the other. Okay, so you put your personal self, and then after that you sign off like any of the official letter. So sister, that if it is a letter to the superintendent of police, it is more of a complaint letter, and the things that you write to the authority is generally it has the subject thing.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
because yeah, all of the authorities, they won't be having time to read the whole letter. So your subject should be clear in all of the formal letters that you would be writing. Save the letter to the editor. Letters to the editor, you do not have to write the subject, okay? Because the whole thing is for there isn't a particular subject in a letter to the editor. There's a particular viewpoint in that, okay? So I would say it is better not to write a subject in the letter to the. If you come up with a subject with a particular subject, then that is well and good. But actually, in a letter to the editor, the subject is not needed because I think it's more of a viewpoint you write it down. Okay, but if you're writing it to the authority and there's a particular concern that you need to relate to, then you write the subject. Okay, and before you write uh, the post that he holds and the address that he's in. Above that, you write the date, okay, and before that, you write your own address, the sender's address. Okay,
Okay,
sister,
sir. Yeah,
is that
sir. Thank you, sir.
okay? Okay, now anything other than that? Okay, so if there's no other questions, okay, now again, I would be uploading materials in your classroom. Please go through them, and if we have any viewpoints or discussions, we can discuss it in our next class. Next class we'll be covering up the notice writing part of your syllabus, and we'll be over with the syllabus in your next class. Okay, after that, if you are left with classes, then we would be uh, revising all of these things. Okay, whatever difficulties you have, we might be discussing about all of these things. And your internals, maybe we will be having it in the June first week. Okay, so in the internals, again, it would be a online mode, and I think it would be a kind of a quiz comprising of 10 to 20 questions. Okay, which would question you about all of these topics that you have in the syllabus, that is comprehension, formal, informal letter writing, CV, resume writing, and notice. Okay, if you have been attending classes, it would not be a problem. The internal assessment. Okay, so be prepared for that, and keep going through the uploads, and whatever uploads I've done, those are just the formulas that I've given you. Okay, now related to the formulas that are there in your classrooms, you need to read more of the things that I've uploaded. Okay, so you can get various materials in Google. If you cannot, then you can ask me anytime. Okay, I can send you links. And if I find any links that are important, then I would be adding it up in the various topics that I've created in the classroom. So please keep checking your classroom, and we'll be meeting in the next week. Is that okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you for attending today, and I'll meet you next week again. Good day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you so much.
बैठा क्या है बे आशुतोष, निकाल तो। उल्टा उल्टा देगा भाई, तो निकल ना। क्या हुआ, सर है बोल के नहीं बोल रहा है वो बेटा। हम तो पहुंच गया घर। क्या हुआ बेटा, आवाज नहीं निकल रहा है क्या मुंह से? आशुतोष भाई, लगता है बेटा बाहर निकला है। ओहो, कंप्यूटर चला रहा है क्या? ठीक है भाई, कर कर काम कर।